Hello to my Geminis. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Geminis. Let's do it. See what's going on in your cards. All right. I will be channeling your energy. So, all right. Knock, knock, knock. Knockity knock. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in your energy. Don't forget to recall your energy with every exchange you have. People, places, and things. I am surrounded by people who encourage me, right? In a very positive way. So make sure it's in a positive way, high vibrational. You are ruled third house. Third house is about communication and language, sibling relationships, short journeys, and the local environment. Also early education, right? Alrighty. So think about your early relationships, right? And where you are now. Kind of where you are right now in this year 9, 2025, year 9. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9. And see if you're able to close out some cycles. Closing out cycles doesn't always mean that you are completely detaching from energies. It could mean that you're detaching from parts of who you used to be just so you can grow. You can grow. It doesn't mean you're completely cutting people off all the time. Sometimes it just feels like, okay, you're moving on so that you can make room to grow. All right, let's see what is going on here, Geminis, right? So it looks like I am, which is source. I am. There are going to be some people who think that you made an impulsive move. This is what I'm picking up on here, because I am connects us with Aries. First house, we're not talking about in Aries. First house is Aries rules first house, right? And so a high vibrating Gemini is adaptable, witty, very curious. Aries rules first house. There are some energies who are going to try to challenge you and saying that you're impulsive, aggressive, and also impatient, right? Who are they to judge you? Let's just start right there from the beginning, right? So they could be surrounded by people who encourage them to challenge you, right? So let's put a positive spin on that. So I'm channeling energy. So if there's anybody who's in a low vibrational space, shine a light on that, bring you back to high vibrational energy. For those of you, if it doesn't resonate, send out prayers to people who could be going through a low time, and it could be difficult for them to turn that switch off, because you never know where people are on their journey. So you want to encourage them in this community. Hey, remind them if they're a Gemini, hey, you can flip the switch. They may not be a high vibrating, they may not be in the same space in their lives as you. You're waiting on some results for something. Here we have the Two of Wands here. You could be waiting on a phone call. This is this right here. So Two of Wands. So two energies made some kind of an impulsive decision because somebody felt like something was their way or the highway. That's the people that they're around, right? Yeah, somebody needed some saving, and nobody has the ability to save anybody. You can lead people to water, but you can't force people to drink it. So somebody made some kind of impulsive move. And wanted to send a message. So we don't know what kind of impulsive move was made. Somebody did something behind your back. I do see you are a person who is very structured and authoritative. Whoever you are, balanced out. And here we have the King of Pentacles here, and you have full working knowledge of impulsive energies, right? Yeah, and you're leaving those types of cold spirits out in the, out of your life. Here we have the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah. Looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Alrighty. This is very interesting already. All right. So it could have been some energies. Again, remember you are ruled third house, but doesn't mean your zodiac sign is a Gemini in your third house. So please pull your birth chart. I do have a link for birth charts on my website. So please, it's free. Go check it out. So if you haven't pulled your birth chart yet, it's free to pull your birth chart. So Two of Wands. So a spirit came in between you and someone else, right? And it looks like there's a very impulsive spirit that made a call. They made a judgment call, and made a decision to step in between. Their spirit, very aggressive, very impatient, and a very impulsive spirit, decided to make a judgment call between you and someone else, right? Thinking that they were saving something, right? When really it was more damage done than anything. Instead of them praying about something first, they just took some kind of action, right? This is basically like a person who, whoever you are, Gemini, your sign is a sign about learning, and I'm saying high vibrational because you're ruled by Mercury. Mercury is not only the planet of knowledge, it's a planet, it's a messenger planet, but it's also a planet of knowledge and learning, right? So it's like, I mean, ideally you would have learned a lesson, right? But somebody was really trying to send you a message. You got to understand what page energy is about. Page is messenger energy. Somebody wanted to send a message to you, but through a younger person. Basically, like, I'm sending you a message that I need help, but I'm sending it through a younger person. Basically, like if it was an ex who is a Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight energy in numerology is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So they're speaking to you through a younger person. Like, I need you to save me, but I need you to take me and somebody as a package deal. And if you don't want me, then you can't have this younger person here, right? It doesn't matter what the age of the person is. They could be 20, 30, 40 years old. So somebody has a real codependent, excuse me, spirit here. And it's basically like, I need you to save us, whoever, right? So some kind of and a spirit decided to take some kind of action here behind your back, and you have something in your possession in the physical sense. You have something in your possession in the physical sense that's getting ready to put an end to a whole lot of stuff, right? And keep these two energies out of your life, you and someone's life. I feel like something has been brewing for a long time because the Emperor card is Aries, and it's ruled by a war planet. It's ruled by Mars, which is it's an energy planet, but it's masculine planet. It's a planet of sexuality. It's also a planet of war, but it's also total recall. This right here lets me know that you are in possession of something that these two energies, cold-hearted spirits, did when someone was very young, probably around, between the ages of 0 to 7 years old. You are in physical possession of something that these energies did. So, but that's all the information that you need to put an end to something. 10 of Pentacles, because somebody has been trying to keep you out of the family, whoever you are, for a long time, Gemini. And remember, communication is not just talking about something, because if you're on social media and you may have been talking about something, you got to be careful. These energies are always looking for some kind of a fight, right? And you all are incredibly smart. So if they're looking for some kind of fight and they got all of this confusion going on, they like confusion. So they all see they're talking about me. It's too many people with the same kind of confusion going on. You actually have something in writing, though. That's another form of communication, right? So these energies have resorted to doing stuff on the computer. They're looking for something in the wrong place. They're looking for something on the computer, wrong place, right? So they've already broken the law. They've already broken the law. They got somebody involved in their family who is quite resourceful to go down a rabbit hole to find out what you have, because they're trying to cover their tracks. They can't cover what you have. They can't cover what you have. So when you say that you're around people, you're surrounded by people who encourage you, make sure it's in the positive sense, okay? and positive, not in a negative sense. Because really somebody else was looking to be saved, and you realize it's like, let me give somebody an example of what that looks like. It's like being, if there's a young person involved, whether it could have been like you and somebody came together, because I'm seeing the king of, the knight of cups. That would be a lover, somebody you could have had a child with or something like that, because I'm seeing a child or maybe kids or something in the cards. That would be like a person that you maybe had a child or children with, wanting you to save them from their family, but being too embarrassed to speak against their family. You know, like some families will say what goes on in the family, or what goes on behind closed doors stays behind closed doors, whatever the saying is, I don't know. Anyway, but you know, they've basically been wanting you to save them for a long time. But you're like, okay, save you how? Like, come out and tell you something? Like, what? You don't have the power. We don't have the power to save anybody. But something about your energy, you would have gone along with the flow. If they said they need to go to therapy, you'd have been right there, like with them. Something about your energy. This 2 right here speaks to second house. Taurus rules second house. We're not necessarily talking about a Taurus, but whatever it is, you would have hung in there with somebody, prayed with somebody, something like. Whoever you are, you would have hung in there with somebody, you and somebody else. But somebody has just been so, like, something must be generational, that somebody is just like really trying to, like, hiding something, or, you know, something is so deeply buried. Somebody just doesn't want something to come out. So it was almost inevitable that something was going to come out in some generation. It was going to come out. But this impulsive, aggressive energy did something, and something was inevitable. It was going to come out. So something is in full war mode at this point. So if you get a phone call, I don't take that you are, this is where I'm trying to help somebody. Y'all are a mutable sign. A mutable signs, people kind of like sometimes try to push Geminis because y'all are a mutable side, to bring out the dark side of you. I would encourage you not to bring the dark side. You are an air sign. Don't give this aggressive energy any air whatsoever. Matter of fact, none. Zero, zip, zilch. You have I'm telling y'all, these energies have been on somebody's computer looking for something, because they want to go in and be able to delete or erase something to cover their tracks for what they did. Something is a slam dunk win. I'm telling you, the polarity to 2 is 7. I'm talking about in physical court. We're not even talking about spiritual court. In physical court, y'all could stop somebody dead in their tracks and keep them out of your life, you and somebody's life, forever. Forever. You got something physical in your possession. Because somebody has gone through a freaking nightmare. You and somebody, you've been going through nightmares for years with this, for whoever this family is right here, especially these 2 right here. They are cold-blooded. They cold-blooded, y'all. They thought you weren't coming back, but guess what? Ta-da! You coming back like the phoenix rising. Here we have the Ace of Swords. See, you weren't trying to. That's the problem with people who. It's like somebody been wanting to fight with you for so long. It's like they just couldn't help. That's the problem with people who deal with people who operate in the spirit of love. They are in such a battle with themselves that they want to fight somebody. They want to fight somebody, and the ones that they usually pick on seem like the ones who won't fight back. You don't need to fight back. You don't need to fist fight nobody. Take them to court. For real. Because this is who you fighting for. This is a Capricorn you fighting for. Because somebody is really, really battling their demons. It's getting ready to bust something wide open about that family, because they don't want their demons out. They got so much to lose, it's not even funny. And guess what? That's not a fight that you wanted. You really wanted to help somebody, but somebody could not. Something is buried so deep with one person. instead of them just saying, hey, you know what, I should have spoke up soon. Somebody should have spoken up sooner. Said, I was so embarrassed and so ashamed. Something has been going on since somebody was younger. That's what this is. Something about your energy, whoever you are, something about your energy, and I know this because of the Knight of Cups, is very nurturing, has been very nurturing to this young person. And so as soon as you close the door to these two energies right here, it sent this entire family into a tailspin, because it started getting people to talking. How come they don't want you, this family, involved? Like, what did this family do? They got this energy right here who is resourceful, this Queen of Pentacles here, who is resourceful. And instead of them doing the right thing, right, they start looking through computers. Like, I mean, they started using money to, yeah, I'm telling y'all, they start using the King and Queen of Pentacles with their wealth and resources to do evil. That's going to expose their demons. Somebody thought that their money was going to, their money got them in trouble this time. This time their money is going to get them in big, big trouble. Yep. Something, it's already case closed. What they were looking for something on a computer, but you didn't have that when whoever this energy is was younger. You didn't have that. Whatever happened to people talking directly to people? Somebody did not want something to get out, and it came out anyway. Something about your very nurturing spirit, whoever you are, pouring into somebody is when they were younger, is because they can't hide something now. They can try to blame you all day long, but something is going to come out. It's already, you ain't going to, it's already out. It's already out. Yeah. Yeah, here's the Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's already out. So now people want to talk about working. You know, let's work from the ground up. Let's start over. Let's do this and that. Because people are now asking why. You know, now asking why. Yeah, in the spiritual realm, the polarity of 7 is 4. Right now, let's all pray together. Let's ask why. Because somebody really does not want this secret out. I can't tell y'all what to do on my channel, except, like I said, my assignment is to shine a light on something and help bring you back to a higher frequency. But somebody's demons have been exposed. It's been exposed. Somebody thought their money, and remember, this is not an attack on people who have money. I mean, whatever. It's energy. It's a resource, right? But now people are looking at it as like nothing is solely one person's problem, one person's fault. You did what you were supposed to do, which was to pour into a situation and nurture something, but you can't save. It's like almost literally like somebody was mad at you that you couldn't save 2 people, but they didn't want to work with you to help. So somebody saw you as competition the moment you walked through the door. So let me add something else to it, because Knight of Cups is feminine energy. It's like a mother-in-law coming up against a daughter-in-law, because the mother-in-law didn't do something to nurture her son, or if you date the same sex, this daughter, whoever, and then mad at you because somebody feels nurtured in whatever. Maybe you did the work or something. So anyway, I see you thriving. So it's like people are all dumping on you, blaming you, as if something was all your fault. So again, here we have, I am surrounded by people who encourage me. So hopefully, like I said, bring it back to a higher frequency, whoever you are. Or even if you're a guy, if you're a man and somebody is blaming everything on you. I mean, that would be horrible too. Like, okay, how come you didn't do... Somehow the family did not want to work with you. They wanted to keep you out in the cold because somebody thought that they could do a better job as a parent than you, whether you're a man or the father or the mother. Somebody thought that their money was going to take the place of emotions. Like somebody said, oh, we'll just toss money at this situation here. Money is not going to solve the problem. Surrender. So yeah. So sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying an ego. Yeah, the ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Somebody thought their money was going to control the whole situation, and it wasn't. It was just exposed. And this is what you brought into a situation, divine love. Yeah, so when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. You detached. Whoever you are, you detached. Somebody gave something to God. You really bypassed all your fear. This is right here. And something was a nightmare for you. You started out at the 9 of Swords, right? So you started out, you said in order for you to wake up from a nightmare, you had to go straight to God. You said, okay, God, I'm just going to give this to you. That's a nightmare for a parent to be able to say, okay, you got to walk away from something because you've been asking. Somebody has been literally asking for assistance. These energies, this family had the resources, the money, the connections. They had all of this to help you, but it's this energy right here who saw you as opposition from the very beginning, who was basically controlling the whole narrative of a situation. So you said eventually, okay, hands off. That's what you want? Hands off. They wanted to be the great I am in a situation. You said, okay. Wish granted. Yep, so now everybody's focused. And everybody is laser focused. You just gave it to God. So people are seeing just how strong, how much inner strength you have, just how powerful you really are, just how powerful love is, right? I'm telling y'all, when you see the devil card pop out in the reading, it's whoever this energy is that had a nervous breakdown, because that's what this is. Somebody had a nervous breakdown. That energy shined a mirror back on every single person that stood around and thought money was going to solve the problem. When all that energy was asking for was you. 6 of Cups. Something in there, in that family, you know, died with them for a long time ago. There's no way where you can just keep throwing money at a person. Here, just dress this up. Wear this. Put this on. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to just give you that. So here we have 2 of Wands here. Yeah. So you're taking good memories with you. You're just taking good memories with you. Yeah. Here we have 10 of Swords here. Because some energies really, really wanted you out of here behind closed doors. But you're thriving behind closed doors. So yeah, you and somebody are keeping them out of your lives forever, so that you all can actually thrive. Yeah, you're just taking the good memories. You and somebody are taking the good memories with you, but you're keeping these energies out of your life. They almost, I mean, for real. I'm sending love and light to whoever this is, because somebody, this energy right here, whoever this is, if this is a in-law or whoever, parent, somebody saw somebody as a threat the moment you set foot through that door. Here we had the Queen of Swords here. And if you're an air sign, you move from the heart, so, and you go with the flow. So you probably came in wanting to kind of go with the flow, and who knows. But yeah, keep it high vibrational. I'm telling you, you're going to be encouraged, surrounded by people who actually encourage you to grow, and keep it high vibrational. Yeah, but somebody was trying to keep something covered up. Somebody was trying to keep something in their family covered up, and they thought, okay, just go. They wanted you to go along with the flow, but you can't. Your head and heart was at war with each other too. You can't go with the flow when you see somebody battling demons. There's no way in the world when you move from your heart and you trying to, and somebody's looking for love. Here we have, you're tactful. Here we have 26. So you have the desire to succeed, and you'll feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what other people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. Yeah. So yeah, these energies, 2 and 6 is 8. These energies wouldn't even keep you in a loop. They wouldn't even keep you in a loop. They wouldn't tell you anything that was going on. So this is an in-law. This is a father-in-law or a mother-in-law. Or it could be your mom or your dad, whoever. Somebody would not even keep you in the loop as to what was going on until they absolutely had to. Because now people know that you didn't meet some kind of unfortunate end behind closed doors. They had to. People are seeing that people hold you in high honor and high regard, and that you're high vibrational. Yeah. Give this energy no air, none. Anything that's connected to that type of energy, anything that energy has instigated, created chaos and confusion, no air. I'm telling y'all, that's how you gonna handle it. No air, none, none. So if this is your child, go protect your child. That's like your baby. Go protect your baby or your kids or whatever. No air, none. Because somebody been trying. This 9 of Swords lets me know. 9 of Swords lets me know that your heart, you've been trying to make a connection from the very beginning. That's a leading card. That's a leading card. And this is your reading, right? You have been trying to make a connection from the beginning. I'm just shining a light on this to help bring somebody back to focus here, which is my assignment. That's it. And I'm channeling energy here. So if this is your reading, if you can comment, that's going to help another Gemini or whatever your sign is in your 3rd house, because Gemini rules 3rd house. Let them know. You just wanted to be kept in a loop about some things. These energies was trying to keep something so secret. Everything was such a secret. We can't be, tainted. We don't want to, this is just too much shame and embarrassment brought to the family. Like, come on now. Somebody over here was battling some demons. They needed help. So here we have Triumph. Child, you already won. Whoever you are. If these energies, and I hate to say this, but let's just call it what it is. If these energies could have had you committed, they would have paid money to have you committed to get you out of a picture. That's how much this energy was battling their own demons. Somebody has a God complex. And guess what? That mirror was faced right back at them. And if somebody's in the hospital, I hope nobody's not in the hospital. This energy wouldn't have a problem lying and saying they were the mother or the father. Somebody's like, hold on now. Where's the birth certificate? Where's this person? And thank God for technology, because people could have looked you up online. Where is this person? Does anybody know this person? And then there you are, finding you high vibrational sitting somewhere. So there are signs all around you. So toss it into the burning bowl. You're not confused. Crown chakra cleanse. That's right. Adjust your crown. Adjust your crown. Messenger of God, Angel Gabriel, you have the gift of premonition. This is forewarning. The source lets you know ahead of time. Some of you all may have had a dream. This is premonition here. Premonition is like, I refer to the movie with Sandra Bullock, Premonition, that something not so good is going to happen. And so you can either choose to be on pins and needles, nervous. Oh my God. Okay, who was the dream about? Well, why am I getting these downloads? Like, you just panicking like she did in the movie. until something happens. Like, she did everything she could to prevent something from happening in the movie, right? She went to go talk to a priest, but the way she handled it, you know, it could be a movie that somebody wants to watch, right? You know, to let you know that journaling is another form of communication. Praying is another form of communication. So you can go to God and pray, or higher power or source. If you have a pastor, a priest, a rabbi, some spiritual. I think she was Catholic. I'm not sure. I think she went to church. She talked to a priest, I want to say, and she wanted to gain some more knowledge. But people around her thought she was crazy, right? They was like, oh, she needs some help. She needs to be committed, you know. But she would see things before they happen. Right, she would see things before they happen in the spiritual realm, and the spiritual leader was able to explain it to her. Right, so yeah, so somebody's still telling lies about you. That's what I'm trying. This is right here. Give it no air, none, no air whatsoever. If your heart, somebody has been going through a nightmare for a long time, your goal is to protect them, and that's it. He said you have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things very clearly now. Some people thought their money was going to buy love. Money can't buy love. You inspired them to heal. Yep. Get some fresh air. Your laughter is medicine. So the healer and protective travelers is with you. So whoever you are, your spirit is very nurturing to a lot of people because you're willing to learn. And all of that goes together. That goes hand in hand. So you've been picking up on something for a really, really long time, which is why you did not go back to something, somewhere. You can go back to something because something was just real cold, very, very cold. And you didn't go back. And so it caused somebody to break, to not have you there. You're nurturing there. You know what's a good movie for some of you all to watch? Maybe the movie Frequencies. There's a beginning part of the movie where the girl, she was so smart. She had no there was no emotions whatsoever. Like her parents, she scored so high on a test that, you know, they were saying that she would never have love in her life, right? Here we have 444, I am protected. Yeah. So trust your journey, trust the way that your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. Yeah. Yeah, so somebody was surrounded by these God complex type of energies who basically like, we got the answer, we got the answer, we got the answer. But the answer was that somebody needed balance. Something about your energy helped to balance people out. People kept the polarity to 4 is 7. People needed